Now, part 4. Wonder Woman, Batman, and Flash meet up with Gordon at the Bat Signal. He tells them that dozens of sightings match the description of the kidnapper of Metropolis and shows them the 5-year-old sketch of Batman. Cyborg shows up to tell them that another person's been kidnapped and asks them how they find them. Gordon then says he's tracked all the kidnappings and sightings from Metropolis and Gotham and says he can't find a pattern. I thought it was only like 8, and when we see how many people he has kidnapped, it's not that many. It's like a small room with a small group of people. He can't find a pattern, none of them connect, at which point Cyborg remarks not on land and claims they all lead to Stryker's Island, which he looks at the same map that Gordon's been staring at for fucking who knows how long.
Yeah.
But he's like, I don't see any pattern. And it's on the map that he looks at, it's literally an island in the sea.
It says...
That says Stryker's
Island next to it.
Oh, is it Rikers Island? Strikers Island? I don't know what island.
Strikers Island.
Some bullshit island made up in the DC land that there's no geographical.
But another thing that I want to point out is like when he shows them the sketch, like this is when I was making fun of Wonder Woman for being Princess Exposition.
Yeah, dude.
And then like it got even further on the third viewing where I was like, how does she know this? Because ancient people know this. But then this is like even more ridiculous. Like. They took one look at the sketch, and she's just like, must be a parademon.
Yeah, it's a parademon. And Steppenwolf's legion smell the mother box.
Must be sniffing the mother box and kidnapping people and taking him back to their master's lair or shit.
I once knew a man who liked to sniff mother boxes.
It's like you can gather that information from this idiotic sketch. Really?
Yeah, that's what she drew. She knew immediately that it was
just
a parademon.
One glance, parademon. Knew what, why, when, where they like.
It doesn't look like a parademon or Batman, really.
At all.
It just looks like a very childish drawing of Batman.
Yeah.
And it even that, it doesn't look like Batman. It's just enough like Batman so that people would evoke it and say, oh, Batman is kidnapping people.
But he's got like triangle arms and triangle legs and he has no like physical form muscles and it's just literally a black face with ears and it's even like they cut in like shadow behind the figure as if he's got like a cape and it's literally ridiculous. Batman.
It's ridiculous.
Like I could have drawn that, and I just want to see the guy who drew that
when I was like 5, dude.
Dude, you could draw that. It doesn't take, dude.
But then, what I'm wondering is why is Gordon involved at all?
Yeah. Because his sketch was taken by the Office of Special Investigations, and for some reason, Gordon has a sketch.
Because there's sightings in Gotham. It's like there's not even kidnappings in Gotham, just sightings.
Yeah, sightings of shit happening in Gotham, but all of this is happening in Metropolis.
They call them crazies.
And it's all literally so we could have this scene where Gordon shows them this map and they gather the information of where to go.
Cyborg's like, not on land.
Yeah, but they do it in the air.
Isn't it on land? It's not on land. It's under land. It's under the water. Is Stryker Island under the water? I think it's under the water.
Under the water?
Holy shit. I think it's under the water.
Really?
The whole thing. That's why Gordon didn't connect it.
Wow.
Because it's really underwater. But that picture shows like an island, doesn't it?
Yeah, it says Stryker's Island.
This fucking movie, dude.
And they even call it Stryker's Island.
They head off. The Justice League then heads off.
Off we go.
This fucking... notice these notes become longer and longer and longer. And it's because...
It's just...
This movie stupid. Can't help itself. They arrive at Stryker's Island and very close to the entrance they find a pile of the kidnapped people's belongings. Wonder Woman then says they're close and she can smell the scent of the enemy. Batman then radios Alfred asking where they are. Alfred responds, Stryker Island. This was the part I was like, what?
Yeah.
You just arrived and you're calling Alfred to ask where you are?
And Alfred's on Stryker's Island, dumbass.
Fucking Batman's an idiot, dude. Yeah, he's like, Stryker's Island. The entrance where you entered, Master Wayne. You know, on Stryker's Island, the place you literally
If
just
you look
traveled
that
to.
way, that's where they are. Don't worry, I got your back, because I'm the real Batman.
The place you just traveled to, where you just arrived, is Stryker's Island, Master Wayne.
You just learned about it.
They come to a gap in a walkway, and Flash asks if they have a plan. Wonder Woman replies, "We do this together, no one fights alone." Because if you haven't noticed, there's a super important theme of pointing out that Atlanteans and Amazonians and humans must fight as one and not apart in order to conquer the great enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Her and the Flash cross the gap. At this point, this is when they shit on Cyborg for the fucking biggest time. I think this is the biggest one for him.
Oh.
This was the one for me that I was like, why is he an idiot, dude?
Badter.
It's because of banter. You gotta have banter between your heroes.
Bad banter.
Her and the Flash cross the gap, at which point Cyborg looks at Batman and says, "I heard about you. Didn't think you were real." To which Batman replies, "I'm real when it's useful."
Why?
Okay, so even on the first viewing, I was like, what? Cyborg was unsure if Batman's real. Hasn't this man been killing people by carving the bat signal into them and sending them into the justice system as a marked man?
He's not subtle.
Isn't this
in
in the
universe.
known universe? Like, Flash knows that Batman's real, knows Batman's by his fucking bat ring. Cyborg, the god machine man, who can go into virtual reality and, like, have access to anything that he wants in a blink of an eye, the way his dad describes it.
Yeah.
He's been in Batman's computer to tell Wonder Woman to come meet him, but he doesn't know that Batman's real. He didn't know he was real. He didn't think he was
went
real.
to Gotham University.
Yeah, he went to Gotham University.
That's his old, stomping grounds. So.
Oh my fucking hell.
That's
dude.
another thing is.
But then Batman says, "I'm real when it's useful," and I had to think really hard to justify this line, and I don't even know if I can get there at this point because I'm so fucking mentally exhausted.
It's what it is. That is literally what it is.
It's like I'm trying to be in you. I don't want you to know I'm real unless it's useful to you to know I'm real.
Yeah, I'm real when it's useful.
It's just stupid,
and it's such a stupid line. And he's not subtle in this universe, I'd like to point out. Like you were just saying, I would like to also add to that fact that in the Christopher Nolan Batmans, at least he was way low-key. Yeah. Like, nobody knew Bruce Wayne was Batman.
Fuck no.
Not even into the third one. Like, I think Bane knew, right?
Maybe, but really Bane was fucking Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
Right, which would explain why they would knew, because
she took
League
his
of
backstory,
Assassin
bro.
Shadow things, but that's the whole thing.
Because Ra's would do that. He'd put her into prison so she could... What the fuck is this? I don't even remember that. I was just like, what? She's Jack and Bane's backstory, and it's not even the right one. What is this fucking garbage? They got Tom Hardy. Follow me, Batman. That's not even you, dude.
It's not you.
What?
But that's another thing, is like, he was subtle, low-key. Nobody knew that he was him. But in this, there's multiple times where it's just like, people know it's him, and not only is he okay with it, but he's like nonchalant about it. Like, it doesn't shock him, and it doesn't come across as like, oh shit.
He's like, oh yeah,
he's just like,
oh okay. Flash is like, you're Batman. And here's the thing, Flash is in Central City, and he knows who Batman is. You're going to Gotham University, you've been in Batman's computer, and you don't think he's real.
Yeah.
You living in a fucking fairy tale, Cyborg? What's going on?
How?
And for the cost of this banter, once again, they shit on the characters. It's like no one's thinking.
Yeah.
No one's thinking when this is written. In context with everything else going on. It's almost like people weren't aware of what was happening and they weren't talking to each other while they were making something or something. I don't know. This is just a shit show, dude.
Yeah.
They discover Steppenwolf in the middle of torturing the janitor that was kidnapped earlier. Wonder Woman says to circle around them and surround them with a surprise attack. Silas intervenes on the janitor's behalf, telling Steppenwolf he doesn't know anything. Steppenwolf then begins to torture Silas, which causes Cyborg to attack prematurely. But not because his self-defense system went off. It was because he was in complete control, but not emotionally, because that's his dad. And he's like, fuck this guy.
Like, no!
He's not going to hurt my dad.
Yeah.
And it's like, so, but that's why I wanted to put that there. Because I was like, yeah, but what about his self-defense shit, dude?
Well, that comes in.
Wonder Woman follows Cyborg into the fight, and once again we hear the ladies singing. Yeah, the fucking victorious Amazon sting that Zack Snyder loves so much. Wonder Woman fights off many Steppenwolf comments on her being an Amazon, but stronger than her sisters. So this is the thing that we're tucking away to remember here. He knows that Steppenwolf knows that the people who had the mother box were Amazonians, and he knows that Wonder Woman is an Amazonian, but he knows somehow that she's stronger than her sisters. That's important to remember. That's why that's there.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman fights off many parademons before Steppenwolf yells Amazon and engages her in combat. Yeah, even yells Amazon at her, dude.
Amazon.
He then tells the other parademons to stay away, and she is his in this fight. To which Wonder Woman replies, I belong to no one except Captain James Tiberius Kirk. His beautiful eyes and his love to fly. This fucking dude. It's like, you really stop to think about it. Gal Gadot is gorgeous, but she is not that good of an actress, dude. She really isn't.
Well, another thing gorgeous. Is that's just like a bad line to begin with. I belong to no one. Like, yeah. Why?
Some, like, I don't know, yeah.
Like, when I first watched that, like that, remember what we were talking about? Like, I brought that up.
It's the same thing with her telling the little girl earlier that she could be a fucking 5,000-year-old like Amazonian princess.
You could be anything you want.
And it's like, no, dude, she really can't. She's not ever going to be able to fucking stop bullets with her arms.
Yeah.
At the pace of an auto rifle on full auto.
Unless her mother had sex with Zeus.
And this is Percy fucking Jackson all of a sudden.
And she is a demigod.
She's going off to Hogwarts with the other demigods.
Or if she travels back to 1984 and asks Pedro Pascal really nice.
But no, that still won't work, bro, because everyone on Earth unwished their wishes.
But she would be the one who didn't unwish her wish and fuck it up for everybody.
Yeah, well, fuck, dude. You're telling me there wasn't some, like, incel somewhere who wished for, like, a gaggle of fucking freaking co-eds or something, and he's like, yeah. What would you even lose in that situation? Maybe he just lost the power to get boners? That's what happened! I solved it. That's right, he gave it back. He was like, I'd rather have boners and fuck no woman than have no boner and lots of women. I give up my wish, Pedro Pascal. You can have it back, Mando. I don't need it anymore. I don't want it anymore.
I don't want it.
If I can't have a heart-on, life's not worth living. He gave that
and then he committed suicide. Thanks, Wonder Woman.
Oh, God. Because that's what it is. It's the wish. You get the wish, but it takes something from you. So that would be what it took from him. Because it takes something from you so that you...
no shit.
So that you, like, you were fucked, basically. You know what I mean? Like, with your wish, yeah, you got it, but you're fucked. Because here's the takeaway. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's the whole point. Otherwise, no one's going to give back their wishes. So that incel definitely got ED.
He did not. He lost the power of boners.
And that was the point of Wonder Woman saying, I belong to no one.
Well, it's because that's the banter. That's the, like, banter and lines that she gives. Like, that's the callback to the girl scene. But this one, I belong to no one. Like, when I first watched this, I thought it was like Drax. Like, she took it literal.
Like when he's like, nothing would go over my head.
Yeah.
Too fast.
Like he's like,
catch it.
Yeah,
he's
like
so good. You have to be so good to pull off what they do with Drax, and they totally pull it off.
Oh yeah.
That motherfucker makes me laugh every time. Without hesitation, just immediately into it, laughing. He's so great. That whole deal.
But I thought that was literally her character in that moment. You know what I mean? Because think about the scene. She is surrounded by parademons and Steppenwolf screams, "Hold! She's mine!" As in, I'm gonna kill her myself.
I'm gonna fight her, yeah.
I want to kill her myself. And he's clearly intending to kill her because we've seen him kill multiple other characters within this freaking movie.
A lot of the Amazons, yeah.
And so, like, her response to that is, I belong to no one. Why?
Because, bro, it's the woman power.
Because I literally thought she took that literal.
And it's not. And here's the thing:
I belong to no one.
If I was a fucking woman, I would feel patronized too when these things happen. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I feel offended on behalf of my sisters who are fucking human beings and who have intelligence. They're not just. They don't need to be fucking like catered to in some fucking obvious bullshit fashion. Like, give them good characters, you know what I mean? How about that? Yeah. Instead of like, it's like that scene at the end of Infinity War, dude, or Endgame, where Captain America goes back in time and commits genocide like Marty McFly the time his mom wanted to fuck him. Captain America is a fucking douchebag, dude. Yeah, dude. Captain America is an asshole.
Remember that character in Winter Soldier? You killed her, Cap. Thanks.
Erased from existence.
Remember
dude.
Your girlfriend's, all of her kids that she had with that guy she was happily married with for years?
Until you came back and fucked her up on her
deathbed.
Think of
all the many generations of people who got lost. Thanks,
You're on
Cap.
Your deathbed, dude,
Thanks,
and your
Cap.
one long lost true love shows up. I'd be like, fuck. You die that night, probably, man.
Mm-hmm.
You just give up. It's not worth it anymore. Fuck. My one true love is back, and he's young and handsome still, and I'm an old bag, bedridden, pooping in a pan.
He made it for the dance at the ball.
Yeah. It's seriously that anyway, but also, what were we going there? Where were we going with this? I'm getting out of it, dude.
Freaking Wonder Woman. Amazon.
Oh, the women power shit. That's okay. So that scene where like all the Marvel women all of a sudden are like badass on the battlefield. Like it makes a point to show it. Like Gwyneth in her fucking Iron Man suit and like and it's like I love these characters already. Yeah. I like these characters. Every single one of these fucking characters are awesome in my opinion. You've done a good job with them. But then you put this scene forth as like this patronizing like, see, women are badass too. See, women fight together and we kick fucking all the ass because women are women. And it's like, I feel patronized on your behalf for that. Because if they did that same thing, but it was like all dudes, and they're like, I'm a dude man, dude. Let's go kick some dude ass because we're dudes and we're badass men. And we're powerful men and we are men and we're heroes too. We're heroes too. It's like, I would feel patronized too. I would feel like you were fucking around with me. Like, literally, just, why are you wasting my fucking time? Just show the women being badass. Don't make a point of it. That's the thing. Like, it's like the subtle difference between getting your point across in a way that it's just like, don't do this, look at me, I'm badass, wah 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 shit. It's like these gay characters that are so superficial that you're just like, this is ridiculous, and you turn it off.
Yeah, there's
that
nothing
I'm offended
more.
on their behalf because I've had gay friends, and that's not how the fuck they are. They are not one-dimensional fuck machines who only have that on their mind all the time. But there are characters in movies that is what they are.
Yep.
And it's a fucking goddamn, it's bullshit. It's bullshit is what it is. Mm-hmm. And it's a way to say, see, we're fucking, and it's just, dude, just write good shit.
Just ham-fist it.
Don't have a point of like your, all this other things. Like, just mainly focus on making a good movie. Because then you don't have Wonder Woman saying this in this fight.
You have
scene
her saying
that
something
confuses
badass.
us.
You have her saying something badass like fucking Hippolyta back with that earlier scene and all those Amazonians.
And she's like, show them your fear.
Yeah.
Like, there's a better line that
You
gets
could have it
that
be
gets across the
anything.
same point that Wonder Woman is a badass. There's a different line, but that line specifically, I belong to no one, is meant to be like that. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
It's paper thin.
Yeah.
And that's why it sucks. Because when it could be something better that makes her more of a badass, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a massive trail. But it happens all the time, and I hate it. And it's unnecessary.
It really is.
And it's so distracting.
And I'm
from
hoping
the overall
that
thing. And it's happening with like political shit too, where it's like anti-capitalist shit and all this shit, and it's like, Jesus fuck. Make a point about how bad capitalism, but like a smart way. Don't just be like, rich guy bad, rich guy grant wishes, rich guy take thing away.
Oil guy.
He sell oil, not oil. He bad guy. He Republican. He bad. He bad. He big business. He make money off you, and he don't give you anything in return. Bad. It's like, make it compelling, dude. Do motherfucking Lex Luthor the right way. There you go. Do Lex Luthor the fucking right way.
Do a compelling
There's
villain.
a good villain that could take advantage of capitalism to do some fucked up shit.
Get rid of the Juggaloker. Get rid of the Juggaloker.
Oh my god. Jared Loker.
Anyone can do it.
Don't do it. It's
Anyone
so bad.
can do it.
It's so bad.
And that's why it's bad. If I could do it, then you did not spend enough time building that shit, Jared Leto.
Look at who he was working with. That's the thing.
This
is the thing. Once again, exactly. The fucking guy who wrote Fast and the Furious, dude.
That makes a lot of sense.
It all comes together when you look at that motherfucker's history, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how is he getting this job? What is going on? And of course, dude, that's the thing. Like, I'm a firm believer, like, seeing Jared Leto act in movies I've seen him act in, I'm convinced that he'll give you whatever the fuck you're asking for.
Yeah.
And I think he gave them exactly what they were asking for. That is what
and
they
I think
wanted.
It's locked in continuity, and it carried over
into this,
and it is
the
quite
worst,
a thing.
It's the worst thing.
But that is not for a while.
That's not for a very long time.
Anyway.
My God, bro, this is just.
Oh yeah.
All right. Batman tells Cyborg after Wonder Woman, let's recap, because we just trailed out there.
Look, I belong to no one. Alright, so then Batman tells Cyborg and the Flash to get help, get the prisoners out of there, all except for one, which Cyborg is carrying. The Flash runs around the humans and says, come on, let's hurry, because the Flash is the most underutilized dumbass. Yes. You have Batman and he's like, Cyborg, Flash, get the kidnapped people out of here. You'd think that it's like, all right, dude, you help them. And the Flash will stay here and fight off the parademons because the Flash is obviously crazy super smart and is pointless just sprinting around these people in the stairwell.
He's not. In this, he's not.
He's super fast.
Yes.
You know, like, he's obviously more useful in a fight against parademons because of his super speed.
You would think so.
Well, yeah.
You would think so.
If he was the Flash. That's what I would do with the Flash.
You would think that the Flash would be the Flash, but you'd be wrong, because he's not the Flash. You fucking read it. I don't want to read it.
Alright.
This shit sucks.
So Batman squares off against a solo parademon. He fights him and sends him careening over a ledge and stops to watch him fall all the way down to splat below. All the while surrounded by parademons and Wonder Woman fighting for her life against Steppenwolf. Once again, this is a scene of which it's underutilizing Batman's character simply for the fact that I think that that suit was not fitted for Ben Affleck's body type. I don't think that those are his muscles.
They're not.
I think he looks like a Stretch Armstrong trapped inside a suit.
Yeah, it's a hobo suit, bro.
And so he's like...
It's like those fat suits that Michael gets for them to sumo wrestle in, dude. That is what it is. That's how ridiculous it looks.
So he's trying to do like these kick-ass action moves, but the damn thing won't give him anything to work with.
He gets one really good kick, and then that's it. And then other than that, pretty much all the Batman shit takes place in his toys.
And the parademon has wings, by the way. Yes. So, like, it just splats.
Yeah, it doesn't fly up.
Yeah, and all these other parademons, while he's watching it fall, are just like, yeah, all right. Yeah. We're not going to fire
don't fight her, but not fight him. Yeah. But they wait until he's done watching. And the fact that he watches, it's like, you got more important shit going on right now.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is a one-on-one brawl with Steppenwolf. Maybe you could step in and help. But then he sends the Flash and Cyborg to get the people out of there.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Cyborg, the human weapon?
Yeah.
Flash, the fastest man in existence, they go help people get out.
Yeah, you help them out. Batman then is under heavy fire and calls Alfred, telling him he needs the Nightcrawler. Armor experiment from earlier paid off. So this was also a scene where, like...
One of the scenes. They make a big deal out of this armor being made out of alien tech so that it can withstand the shots from the alien guns and later Superman's eyes. It was just like...
absorbs the energy and disperses it in the armor.
It's just
extra
shit.
The whole time the parademons are... all of a sudden, when he realizes these parademons are around him after watching the other one go splat on the ground down below, they're like, oh, time out, or time in, and they just start firing on Batman. He's like blocking them with these forearm armor and blocking the shots, and he's got like drop back behind cover, and he calls Alfred to call in one of his big toys.
He doesn't even do it. He has Alfred do it.
I need one of my big toys, Alfred.
That's what kicks me every time. Is like every time he does something, he's got to ask Alfred to help him do it first. Mm-hmm. It's like he's a codependent to fucking Alfred.
He needs his butler.
Alfred! I can't reach that back shit stain. You're gonna have to get in there. Get it. Wipe it away, Alfred. Get it nice and clean down there. Thank you. His voice,
his
bro. Synth voice. It's so bad.
We then see Flash escorting the people out of the building, and an explosion occurs, causing him to do Flash things. So the building is like collapsing on the people, and he's
This is why they had to help him, because Batman, once again, has the power of foresight, and he knew that half the building was going to collapse on them, and in the end it would take Flash and Cyborg to save the people.
Yep.
Without them in there...
And he's like catching all the rocks.
So hold on, bro. This is the best part right here. This is when we get to Flash's big move.
Yeah.
This is Flash's big fucking move, dude. This is his moment.
This is what Flash, he decides to do. We're coming up on it.
I want to talk about the funny things, not the bad things. Okay. This is the funniest thing ever. This fucking dipshit.
You want to take over?
Yes.
All right.
Because this is the dumbest fucking... Flash then runs into the building to help the rest of the Justice League. We then cut to the fight with Steppenwolf and Wonder Woman, in which Steppenwolf has her against the ropes while Batman in the Nightcrawler starts taking out the parademons. Wonder Woman, this is why we gotta build it up. Because Wonder Woman falls off of the ledge and drops her sword as in the process of leaping to grab it. Flash's big move is to then sprint to Wonder Woman's sword, using a finger pushing it into her hand, smirks, then trips on stairs and eats shit against the concrete. Wonder Woman, oh my god, this guy.
That's your big move.
The Nightcrawler starts falling towards him, so he flashes again, only to eat shit even harder. Okay, and here's the thing, is Wonder Woman, like, right after he hits it, and she has it in her hand, she hits the ground.
Yeah.
She was going to get it.
And she's not even square. She doesn't
same...
even need it. Because what the thing about this scene is, like, she drops her sword, but at the same time, Batman in the Nightcrawler starts attacking Steppenwolf. And so Steppenwolf, like, leaps down and starts throwing his axe into the Nightcrawler and attacking the Nightcrawler. So she's falling with her sword as the Nightcrawler is getting hit by Steppenwolf. And freaking Flash's big move on this battlefield with all of these figures in
all
play
of this shit going down
is to help Wonder Woman get her sword a second faster.
Because she lands right after he does it. She was going to land there anyway. She would have gotten her sword by herself just fine. She would have been just fine. That's his move. Then he's taken out of the fight because he fucking trips.
He eats shit.
He
into
trips.
The concrete.
The Flash trips.
On, like, a stair? Or two?
It was like concrete stairway, dude. And then he ate shit on the other side. I don't even know. All I know is he is worthless in this fight. He does nothing. And it's, once again, he's not...
And him eating shit harder as he, like, realized it's falling, and he's like, oh, good.
Yeah,
and he flashes into the concrete and, like,
on the
breaks
side, dude.
Breaks through the concrete.
And just goes limp.
And just,
He's such a fucking idiot, dude. I hate him so much. I can't believe that it's like, why? Why is that a fucking...
Well, now he's out of fight.
You laid out that scene and you wanted it to be like, why is the Flash always doing dumb things in this movie? Like, he's
my big move is I gotta run.
I know what to do.
I'll run.
Diana needs her sword faster than she's already going to get it. That's what I do. There's parademons attacking the shit out of Batman, about to wreck the Nightcrawler to the point where it falls. Steppenwolf has Wonder Woman against the ropes.
Well, he's on the Nightcrawler. He's freaking hitting.
Oh, so he's ripping at the Nightcrawler?
Yeah, like, he's not even fighting against Wonder Woman at that point. She lands and then shoots her sword.
Flash? I hate it.
It's stupid.
Oh my god, this movie, bro. The Nightcrawler starts falling. Okay, we see Wonder Woman and Steppenwolf square off, and he says, you have the blood of the old gods in you. Once again, this is one of those moments where we gotta point this out, that he knows that not only is she Amazonian, he now knows what makes her different, and that is that she has the blood of the old gods in her. The same races that were on the planet when Darkseid attacked previously in the movie, and fucking lost the one fight he ever lost in a universe where everyone is afraid of his name. We'll get back to this. It's important that we get back to this. We gotta get out of this and get out of there and go into that mess and that. We have so many things.
Yep.
Okay, Cyborg and his dad have a scene where Silas says, I didn't think you'd come, and Cyborg replies, you're my father, and it's a really cool moment, the way he says it, like, you're my father, like, duh, dumbass.
Yeah.
Like doesn't matter at the end of the day, like, you're my dad, bro.
Yeah.
His dad have a scene, anyway. Silas tells him to get back into the fight, he flies into the shaft, putting his helmet on moments before. This is another thing about Cyborg that they make him stupid with. putting his helmet on moments before crashing into the Nightcrawler. We then see him use his powers to restore the Nightcrawler to working order. He no longer has his helmet on. This is the thing. Cyborg only puts his helmet on in this movie to take it off.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he ever puts it on, is just to take it off. It doesn't serve any useful purpose. It's on, it's off. He puts it on, and then the next scene we see it's off. He takes it off. And that's the scene. We just see him taking it off. And it's like, okay. So he put it on to take it off. That's why he did that.
He doesn't use it for combat.
No, there's no real reason for it other than, hey, I got a metal mask that goes over my face and protects the one part of me that is organic material and weak and susceptible to danger.
Keep his identity
hidden. Keep his identity hidden. Nope, he only puts it on to take it off. That's his helmet. It's to put it on to take it off. I almost wonder if they weren't going to have like a heads up display like fucking Tony Stark shit, and they scrapped it because they were like, fuck, Marvel going to sue somebody.
Too much like Marvel.
Yep, too much. Too blatant. That's just too blatant. Oh. I lost my place. Okay, Cyborg then tells Alfred to not worry, he's got it. Alfred says, do I know you? Because Alfred's still in charge of the tank.
He's in charge of the
Bruce Wayne can't operate the Nightcrawler with Alfred without Alfred being
he needs his butler.
I need my butler to help me play with my toys.
Wipe my ass at noon.
I need my butler to help me play with my beautiful toys.
Give me a snack before bedtime.
Poor Batman. Poor Affleck, bro. What a disappointment all this turned out to be for everyone, everywhere. Oh my hell. He shoots several missiles at Steppenwolf, who catches one and redirects it into a wall. Then he teleports out via the boob tube, which we didn't know. The boom tube, boob tube, boob tube. We didn't even know that's what it called.
Look, the movie does not tell you this.
You told me that.
I told you this,
yes.
And it's because I know about it.
Yes. But that's so, like, if we say the boom tube, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about beam me up, Scotty, but it's boom tube.
Yeah.
Boom tube me up, Scotty.
Boom tube technology from Apocalypse.
From Apocalypse.
That's
another thing. Wonder Woman knew their home planet name. She mentioned Apocalypse in that fucking exposition doc.
Exactly.
She knew their home planet name.
So why did she...
Ancient humans knew that they had come here from Apocalypse.
And that they were feared in every universe.
They knew the concept of
every universe.
They knew the concept of universes.
And not only
ancient humans.
And they were in contact with people from that universe.
I hate this movie so much. Because they had to go talk to him to find out that he's feared there. You know who we're scared of in our universe? We're really scared of Darkseid.
Oh, you know about that guy too, huh?
Yeah, we're scared of him in our universe too.
We'll make sure to write that on a wall.
So that Wonder Woman can read it and go, oh no, he's scared in every universe, fears him. Every universe fears him. And he comes from Apocalypse.
This fucking movie, man.
Flash asks where they are under, and Batman says under Gotham Harbor. They're under the... they call it Island. That's pretty
Stryker's
confusing.
Island is
subterranean
under Gotham
facility
Harbor.
Would be a better word, like Stryker's subterranean facility. But it's Stryker Island, and then you show an island. I'm so confused.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought they were in some sort of tunnels underneath the island, but that's the island. The tunnels are the island.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they dropped into a shaft from somewhere.
And they're under Gotham Harbor.
Yep.
And the tunnel starts flooding when they move to retreat. Wonder Woman then sees Aquaman suddenly show up.
In the water.
He swims past the flood, stabbing his mother's trident down, and stops the water from flooding the Justice League. Then they all hop in on the Nightcrawler and barely enough time to get out. Halfway up the fucking tunnel, Cyborg stops the Nightcrawler with everyone hanging onto it for their lives and flies out.
Cut. End scene. Done. Move on to the next fucking location.
You got it now, Alfred. Boom!
But it stops moving. It looks as if
Batman's
it
like,
powers down, and they're all hanging by
totally
it
looks
on
like
the
it.
side.
It's
like,
such a weird. It's such a weird thing. Like, but I guess it's like showing that he's not. He's still only half in. So he's like, fuck it, they're safe, and he just bells. Maybe that's what it is.
It's dumb.
It looks fucking weird. It definitely plays weird.
Cut it before he did that. Like, I would much rather it just be like he's moving up there and then cut. Because then it's like, okay, that's how they got out. But then they like go to even further fuck it up.
They just cut it all the way.
Like, oh, he's out now.
You don't even know if they got out. Like,
stop moving.
The water kind of looks like
the water keeps going. They're hanging on down there.
He's just like, bye. Fucking Bruce Wayne is rich. He doesn't need my help. He has a butler.
Done.
He has a butler. But I wasn't even sure he existed up until an hour ago.
Yeah.
Alright, Steppenwolf back in his stronghold is given a vision from the mother boxes within the Onyx tablet that reveals to him that this world is the location of the symbol that Darkseid saw in his previous fight on this world. So here's the thing about Darkseid. Okay, so this is when we were even more confused. You're like, hold on. He lost the planet? He lost the planet that is the only place he's ever lost a fight to anyone ever. In the infinity of doing things, he has this mother boxes that he can bring onto the planet and conform into a unity and make the planet his planet and the people his unwilling slaves. But he doesn't know where this planet is. And Steppenwolf is here to get the mother boxes, but are these the mother boxes that he knows that are here because this is where it is? Because he's talking about Amazonians, he's talking about old gods, he's fucking seeing Atlanteans. You think he'd put one and one together without the intervention of the mother boxes to give him some sort of
the
fucking
mother
vision.
Boxes woke up and called out to him, so he knew where to go.
They called out to
He
him.
knew where to go.
And now that he's here, he's just like, oh, this is the planet. And this is the reason we say that symbol was because that symbol that we thought was just him preparing the battlefield is actually the thing that he found on Earth, hidden in the infinity of space.
For
that was
all
hidden,
along.
That was hidden in the infinity of space. I love that line. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. The hidden in the infinity of space. It's not hidden anymore. He's here. He has found it.
He found it.
He found it hidden in the infinity of space.
He wanted
okay,
it,
it was
and
once
now he
hidden.
found it.
It was once hidden. He has it now. Why does he want this? He has mother boxes.
Yeah.
They do everything.
It's supposed to
They bring people back to life.
Dude,
They
it's
fucking
so
goddamn
muddy.
terraform planets and make things into your willing slaves.
Yeah.
What is more important than that? What could be better than that? I hate this movie. Oh my hell, dude. Back on Stryker Island, Wonder Woman says it called to him, the mother box, the one he already has. And the reason we wrote that is because that confused the shit out of us, because we were like, hold on, like called him before?
Yeah.
Or just now? If it called him just now, how do you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because your princess exposition.
But if
You
you're
know everything.
But if you're referring to the mother box before, like the one that he took from the Amazonians,
This
then
is
why?
just a weird way to just say it. Like, she just says it. So I'm convinced that she means that the mother boxes just called him back and he left because they called him.
Right.
Like, that's her explaining why he ran.
Mm-hmm.
Is because the mother boxes called him. How does she know that? I hate this movie. I hate it so much, dude. And they also, for the very important, like, vision they give him.
Yeah.
So she says the mother boxes called him right after he just got an important vision from them.
Mm-hmm.
Showing him that this is the location of Darkseid's one and only battle that he forgot about.
Yeah.
I hate this movie. Steppenwolf at his stronghold then contacts Desaad and tells him he found the primitive planet in which Darkseid had lost his only fight. He said he found the anti-life equation, a force to control all life and wills, like the mother box, throughout the multiverse.
Multiverse.
Yes, he did specifically say multiverse. The stupid bastards. I hate this movie. Desaad, stunned, says, "Are you sure?" Darkseid then appears to Steppenwolf in the Onyx tablet and asks if Steppenwolf has for sure found the anti-life equation. Steppenwolf confirms. Darkseid says he is coming to Earth because he has destroyed thousands of worlds to find anti-life and the people who had resisted him and beat him. He says he will come kill them and take anti-life, and all existence will be his. I hate this movie.
Yeah.
It's like he's so, like, they're trying to make him so menacing and threatening and out to be a big deal that he's coming. It's like,
but it's all...
he's a moron.
Yeah, at this point, it gets to the really dumb explanation of Darkseid lost Earth.
Just lost it.
He lost the mother boxes.
And the thing about it is it doesn't even elaborate beyond that. It's just he fucking lost them. Mm-hmm. Steppenwolf is here talking to Amazonians, talking to fucking Atlanteans, seeing humans, and he doesn't know. And it's like, okay, well,
he even
we gotta question
references
multiverse. Maybe there's a different multiverse for every fucking person that ever existed ever for an infinitude, and he just lost it. How? Right. He has this technology that can terraform a planet into his home world and take over all the existing life on the planet, but he doesn't have it.
Are we supposed to believe? Yeah, are we supposed to believe that he is one of these super advanced alien species that is traveling between universes?
Yeah.
Throughout the multiverse, not just like our universe. He's probably got that shit mapped if he's going to multiverses.
Steppenwolf says it's on Earth. He doesn't say this Earth. He says it's on this Earth. World, Earth.
Yes.
He calls our world this world and Earth. Mm-hmm. So he says Earth.
Yes.
Right? Not this Earth, as in maybe
this
it's
Earth,
this version of Earth, this Earth that we live in this dimension, this universe. No, he just says this Earth.
Yeah.
And Darkseid's like, "Are you sure? There's the primitive planet where I got my ass kicked?"
The only one I ever lost on.
Ever lost. I lost one fight. I forgot who it was and where they were.
I just forgot.
Another thing that comes into question here is in relation to the mother boxes is when he comes to Earth the first time, he brings mystics to control the mother boxes and terraform it right then and there.
Yeah.
Why? How many mother boxes have you lost, you dumbass?
Yeah.
Like, you've lost how many that Steppenwolf just goes to planets regularly that are occupied with Amazons, Atlanteans, Earthians, and fucking humans.
Yeah.
And a fucking
maybe a Kryptonian there, maybe a lantern there.
Maybe a lantern, you know? You never know.
Roll of the dice.
and then he just finds 3 mother boxes that are missing, right? This happens all the time. So often, in fact, that he is now only finding out that this is the planet where that happened.
Yeah.
That's how often Darkseid gets his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And loses mother boxes. That's how often it happens.
But
is that
he's only lost once.
Yeah. To the battle that he's only lost once. Well, that was the only one he was at, Chubbs.
So
There's
I
been
guess
a lot
that
with Granny
the
Goodness
question.
that have lost.
Oh my god.
There's all sorts of Granny Goodness battles that they've lost that have left mother boxes littered throughout the multiverse. So that to the point where he has gang squads that go and find them, specifically hunting down awoken mother boxes that wake up, even though they were weakened by the loss of their masters. They then awaken thousands of years later because Superman's death cane, sonic boom, wakes them up.
Superman's death sparks it in every universe. But then you gotta question, well, Superman came here in the, like, 50s,
In the
60s, right?
It's
so,
so
like,
stupid, this fucking movie, bro.
he was here since the first stage for thousands of years, since the old gods.
Oh my hell, bro.
Oh, man.
The Justice League arrive at one of Batman's warehouses where the prototype troop carrier is. The reason we're saying this is because of the Flash line, where he says, this looks like an abandoned building from the outside.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think anyone was in here. But where the fucking paratrooper, the super special...
The prototype troop carrier.
Batman's toy that has more range and cargo.
I need more range and more cargo,
I need more
Alfred.
range and more cargo, Alfred, in my toy. I gotta bring my other toys with me.
You fix this toy for me, Alfred? Oh, yes, Master Wayne.
While you're at it, will you track down any meta-humans?
Would you like some tea?
Will you track down any superhuman beings or interesting individuals with powerful powers?
Absolutely, Mr. Wayne. Would you like some tea?
No, I want a tea. Just fix my toy.
I want coffee.
I need my goddamn toy fixed, Alfred. I need more range and more cargo. Okay? So stupid.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
Batman. Fuck Batman,
dude.
Anyway, the reason we wrote that, the one of his warehouses, is because the Flash says that, but clearly earlier in an establishing shot, when Diana is coming to visit him there where the fucking trooper carrier prototype special thing is, it says on the outside, Wayne Aerospace Division, and it looks like a regular ass building that he just owns.
It's like worn and weathered, but it's still regular painted.
So it's
and
just
like,
confusing.
It looks normal.
And once again, it's only because Flash has got a fangirl over Batman. That's like, it's like, oh, this is so cool. You have your own fucking warehouse. I thought it was empty.
I'm Batman. I'm a super fast
Paper
Batman.
monster. Paper monster hungry.
Super fast Bat fan.
That does nothing effective ever.
Just eats shit the whole movie. Cries like a little...
Cyborg looks at the trooper, the carrier prototype, and tells Aquaman that it wants to fly. And Aquaman's like, you can talk to machines? And he's like, I can communicate with intelligence. This one has a software problem keeping it from flying. It's like this big deal.
With enough time, I could help it fly.
Yeah, with enough time, I could help her fly. She wants to fly, he says. Cyborg, holy shit, this, dude. Holy shit, all of this.
Yeah, this is like...
Holy shit. Cyborg then tells them there's a black spot in his data stream and can sense the other two boxes but can't discern the location. Aquaman, we can't retrieve the other two. Aquaman says we can't retrieve the other two if we don't know where to go. Wonder Woman says even if they knew where to go, she says she's never encountered another being as powerful as Steppenwolf, except one. Superman! This the reason we're writing all this down is because it's like, this is when it does that
panning circle shot.
They do this thing in this and a couple other scenes with the Justice League where Chubbs called it the fucking 70s show maneuver, but
the
artsy.
Circle cam.
And it's like, but the camera only moves in those scenes if the other character has something to say and the previous character is done talking.
Yeah.
So Hyde will say a smart-ass remark, cut to Kelso for his reaction.
Banter.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
But in this, it's just circling the camera slowly the whole time. And then the line, it's like they wrote one line and then they just split it up to the characters so that they can take over and do it.
Throwing a bean bag around. Whoever has the bag delivers the line.
It's like Wonder Woman says, except one. And then since it's turning to where the Flash is, he's obviously got to say something.
Yeah.
So he goes, Superman?
Superman?
Oh my god, dude. Cyborg says, as long as the third box is asleep, they can't find it, only sense it. Why is it asleep? And they need to keep moving so they don't find it. Batman then says no. That's a strategy to lose slowly, not to win. What? To lose slowly, not to win. Listen here. It's a better strategy than doing nothing. If you keep it on the move, they won't find it, and hopefully it won't wake up again, because we don't even know why it woke up and then went immediately back to sleep.
Yeah.
Because fuck that. These boxes are just alien tech that do what we need them to do, and we need them to do it.
Exactly.
That's what the fuck the mother boxes are.
And for some
that's what
reason,
the stone tablet is. That's what the Superman ship is.
Yeah.
That's
it's
what the
all
fucking all
interchangeable too.
Yep. That's what Cyborg is ultimately. He just can do whatever the movie needs him to do.
Yep.
It needs to show that he can manipulate the market and do all this stuff, so show him give a poor woman a bunch of cash.
Yep.
Don't explain how he got it, where it comes from. He can do that. He can hack into Batman's mainframe at his Aerospace Wayne division and tell Wonder Woman, and then not even understand who Batman is. Because the movie needs him to not think Batman's real, so that Batman can have this bullshit line that he thinks is badass, but I'm only real when I'm useful.
It's only real when it's useful.
I'm only real when it's useful. I'm Batman.
I'm not subtle at all. I carve bats into people, and Commissioner Gordon shines a bright-ass bat signal in the sky.
That's what's so frustrating about these damn mother boxes is it's like they go to sleep at will, they wake up at will, they go back to sleep at will, and then they wake up again at whatever will, and then like they wake it up with the thing. Anyway, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Flash suggests that they use a flamethrower to destroy it because Flash is a dumbass in this movie. Cyborg responds it won't work. It's made of unknown matter and absorbs heat. It holds it in its core. I'm sure for the past 5,000 or however many thousands of fucking years it's been since those mother boxes has been on the planet Flash, I'm sure no one ever tried to burn them.
Yeah.
I'm sure that never occurred to anyone, you absolute fucking genius. You cute Chris Kattan looking little prick. Thank you. So now that we know that they absorb heat, that's what Flash is for. Flash is there to be a dumbass so that the audience will know that these things hold heat in its core and love it. That's why he's a dipshit.
Yeah.
Aquaman then asks Cyborg how they don't even know he's not working for that's this part.
He
even though he is there with the box instead of taking it to Steppenwolf. It's so stupid. It's just a segue for them to be able to do Cyborg's story, right?
Again.
Yeah, again. He can tell it again. What happened again?
Because now he's telling them what happened.
Yes.
Even though he's showing them footage that
Wonder
she
Woman
was
and Batman
looking
already
earlier.
had.
Yeah.
They'd just be like, we already knew this.
We were seeing that.
You see, for some reason, your weird father recorded the footage of him turning you into a fucking cyborg, and I have it.
Saw it.
We don't know how we have it. We got it somewhere.
Pretty fucking freaky, bro.
Yeah, dude. That's pretty rough shit. We saw it already, though. Shut up.
But that's the thing is, Aquaman
it's just
is like
reused footage.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's
it's like it was probably meant for this, but they're like, well, we need to have Wonder Woman looking at something. So she can say he's a cyborg.
And that's just
how does he? You know, you couldn't just have like a quick fucking flash of a picture of him and have it be a zoom up on his face, and she sees the cybernetics on his face, like maybe a passing street cam took it or something. Who knows? Anything but the actual footage that he then shows them later. It's like what? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Once again, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But more ridiculous is how Aquaman is suddenly a dumbass too.
He's just
Aquaman's like, how do we know you're not working with them? Even though you just helped us fight them off, and you had the thing, and we didn't even know you had it until you told us you had it.
And you weren't taking it to
And you didn't take it to
Steppenwolf.
them, you brought it to us, and you're now in our stronghold with us.
Yeah.
How do we know you're not working with them? Because I'm a dipshit right now, because the fucking movie needs me to be dumb. And the characters don't matter here. The script is what's important, and it needs to be that Cyborg tells his story now, so Aquaman needs to be an over-aggressive, hyper-dickhead male all of a sudden. Like, and he's like that a lot. He's like a fucking, like, kind of a dick, but not to that extent.
No, that's
not to the extent
point.
of stupidity.
Yeah, that's the
he's
point
a
where
smart
it's like
fucking
you are
guy.
ignoring logic.
Yeah, he's just stupid.
You're ignoring, like,
How do we know
common
you're not working with
sense.
them? Because he's here, dude.
Yeah.
He's here with you, with the mother box, the last one they need. That's how you know he's not working with them.
Yeah.
You dumb fuck, Aquaman. Go back to the... You sleeping with the fishes tonight, Aquaman.
He'll do it.
Sleep with the fishes.
He likes
I'll
it.
fucking do it, dude. Oh, I'll make him sleep with the fishes. I'll make this whole damn movie is sleep with the fishes, and I'll never remember it after we're done with this. And I will hate it. Hate it forever, eternally, and then I will forget about it. Because time cures all wounds.
Yep.
Even mental.
We're getting there.
Alright, they confront Cyborg about why he has the box. Cyborg tells them the box was with the Nazis in World War II, because the Nazis always have all the shit. It's always with the Nazis,
Yeah,
like the Ark of the Covenant, fucking Nazis.
Nazis at it.
Holy Grail, fucking Nazis at it. Fucking alien crystal skull,
Nazis.
fucking Russians. Stupid fucking movie.
Here's one, Hellboy.
There you go.
Opening interdimensional portal, Nazis.
It's always the fucking Nazis, dude. And after it, and it doesn't even explain how they got it, because they buried it in a hole in the fucking woods. Like, how did the Nazis end up with it? They just found it while they were digging a trench for one of their battlements, maybe? I don't know. It's like Jumanji. It snores. While it's asleep, it snores, and it's like a sound, and there's some fucking Nazis, and they dig it up, like, oh, you know who likes weird shit? That fucking weird fuck who leads us. Let's go give this weird shit to that fuck. And then the allies are like, hey, fuck you, weird fuck. They kill him. We're
This is
taking it.
important.
And then it goes to the Pentagon,
This
where
is
it gathers
going to
dust for
Hitler.
70 years. Until the DOD Department of Defense started studying the Superman ship when... Sorry. Fucking laughing.
You're good.
When Silas made a connection between the two alien technologies, this is another thing, is how. Because here's this... Okay. How he did this is unclear. Both alien, both different civilizations... Both similar properties.
That's the explanation given for.
Yes, but well, here let me finish this, because I remember acutely the point where I was like, none of this adds up. He also knew it was asleep and formulated a theory to awaken it and use the power to save Victor, which turns him into Cyborg, and then it falls back asleep. Flash then says he used a murder machine to save Victor. Like, he asked him like a question. I thought these were murder machines. Victor calls it a change machine. Says they don't distinguish between life and death, but rather reorganize matter at the will of its master. This leads them to believe that they can use the mother box to bring back Superman from the dead, because of course it does. But
yeah.
Okay, so the point where he's talking about Silas making a connection, Silas is cracking the seal from ancient humans that it showed them put the seal on it in the sand mold.
Yeah.
He's cutting that off while Victor is hanging on the wall, getting ready for the experiment. So how did he, A, know that it had properties related to the Superman ship when it's encased in ancient fucking iron? Yeah, how does it have a relation to the Superman
Is
ship?
Apocalypse like Krypton?
No.
Are they the similar species? Do they use similar technology?
There's no...
Like,
here's the thing. People
fuck?
claim these are movies for the fans. If I have to fucking go read 80 fucking comics to understand the movie, they fucked up. Because with Marvel, you don't. With many movies, you don't. With the fucking Batman Begins and the Batman movies, all of them. Fucking...
You
all
don't.
of them.
Harry
all of
Potter,
them.
you don't.
All of them. You don't. Harry Potter,
don't.
you don't. You don't. You don't have to do that. That's not a movie made for the fans. That's a movie made to fucking patronize the fans and throw them little tidbits of imagery to make them get a boner and say, hey, remember that time I wish Pedro Pascal gave me those co-eds and I couldn't get a boner? I couldn't get a boner no more. That was awful, man.
That sucked.
But this movie's fucking good because it's made for the fans. Because you know what? I know 80 fucking factoids that no one else does that puts this into context in my brain.
Yeah.
But no one else is.
Yeah.
To everyone else, it's just jumble of mess.
Fucking mess.
Well, good for you, bud. Keep to your fucking self. I don't want to know. I want to be delivered the information from the movie that I'm watching. I want the movie to do a better job portraying that story to me. And this movie fails in every aspect, in every way, over and over again, repeatedly, just fails. It's ridiculous. And so he's cutting it open to peel the seal on the mother box. How does he know that it can wake up? How has he performed extensive enough research on this when he is barely cracking the box when Cyborg is in a life and death situation?
Because it was similar enough to the Kryptonian tech. He was like, okay.
Oh, well, this must be a MacGuffin that does whatever the fuck I want
This will
to
be
do.
what I want it to be right now.
This will bring him fucking... This will work.
This will turn him into
And I know exactly how to
Cyborg.
wake it up. And this is where, like I said, the Cyborg stuff, the Silas stuff, a lot of it's good, but then it shits on itself.
Yeah.
That's what this movie does. It takes good things and then shits on them. Like, over and over again. Like, this scene right here, it's like, what? It's just, oh, well, he studied it. Because it came from the Nazis. It's like, okay.
And it was similar to the Kryptonian ship.
Okay.
They're both alien, both from different civilizations, and both have similar properties.
It's just so glossed over, dude. And it feels like it's
like
so,
that's your explanation for that shit.
For him getting turned into Cyborg, it is that he figured out that it was related to the Kryptonian ship, and he was able in that way to theorize without ever looking at the thing physically because it's sealed in an iron container. He's able to figure out that he can use it to give his son a body back.
Yeah.
And keep him alive. All right, movie, you fucker. All right. Oh, and then they get to this point where they reason out that this thing can bring Superman back to life because it can turn smoke back into a house.
Yeah.
And it's doing
and
the
it's
whole
literally,
time.
they do like an intelligent thing where it's like re-interior particles. You know, things that have already changed, they can reorganize them and revert them back to what they were prior, and then they like do the dumb explanation.
because he calls it like a change machine. Yeah, and then they do the dumb, but the dumb explanation, and even that one, they're doing that 70s cam like you were talking about, and the whole time it's like it's like one line and they're all delivering it together.
Yeah, it's like all stuff that one character could be doing, but because Zack Snyder can't stop himself with this stylic freaking pan around this room and all the characters.
Yeah, it's like they're all sharing the line. It's
like they're throwing a beanbag at each other. Whoever's got it delivers the line.
they all have the one line to read.
Yeah.
Oh my hell. So they're gonna wake Superman back from the dead. Yay. Martha visits Lois. This is so... Oh, God.
Here we go.
This is when it's like... my whole idea of like, well, at least it's there for people who care is just thrown out the window at the end of this. Martha visits Lois to tell her she has lost the farm and she's concerned because while picking up Clark's things, she heard Lois hasn't been to work since Clark died. She tells her she understands her grief but wants her to continue living her life and return to the world. Then we cut outside of Lois's apartment where Martha turns into an alien with a cape and a costume, then finishes transforming into a human and says the world needs you. The world needs you, Lois.
The world needs you, Lois.
The world... So, I was like, see, it's like Superman's mom, bro. And like, because we were talking over the scene. We weren't really into it. But I was like,
I was like just looking at their eyes.
Yeah, and you're like, they're not even crying. Like, neither of them look sad. Yeah,
like you can't squeeze one sucker out on that cheek.
For the death of fucking Henry Cavill, man.
Yeah, and especially like
Superman.
One of the lines is like
they just didn't care.
Martha tells Lois, like, you know, I understand your grief and, like, how you have to bury it under a secret because you understood that my son was Superman. And then, like, her response is, I will never love anyone more than I've loved your son. And the whole time she's just got dry eyes.
The part that's confusing is it's Martha Kent telling Lois that she's lost the farm, she's living by the diner or whatever.
Right.
She just says that like we're supposed to know where that is. Like Lois is supposed to know. Mm-hmm. And then Lois is like, yeah, I'm sad. And she's like, you need to rejoin the world because I know what it's like to live with that, you know. And the whole point of the thing, though, is when she leaves, she's not Martha Kent.
Yeah.
So it's like, what was the point of that?
That's why I was forgiving of like that actress not squeezing out a tear because at first I was like, that's Superman's mom. But then I saw it and I was like, so it wasn't even Martha to begin with.
Yeah, but that's the point is, why is this random alien give a shit about Lois Lane more than Batman?
Who feels guilty about the death of Superman.
Who was told, the world's greatest fucking detective was told by a visitor from another dimension that Lois Lane is the key. In a
clairvoyant vision.
Yeah, because Lois Lane is the key to everything. And he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he don't
But
care.
rando alien dude gives a shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I hate this movie, dude. It's just... We're almost done. We're almost done with part 4.
It's almost
yes!
over.
Back with the Justice League, they are deciding whether or not to bring Superman back to life and run the risk of it calling to Steppenwolf because they gotta wake it up in order to bring him back to life because that's how it totally works. Cyborg says he can activate the box but doesn't know enough about Kryptonian biology to know that it's safe. Aquaman says even if they can revive Superman, who's to say he's strong enough to take out Steppenwolf? Batman, at which point, oh my god, remarks the mother box did, saying Silas woke it up years ago to save Victor and it didn't call out to Steppenwolf until Superman died. Batman says there's no other way. We are 6, not 5. There is no other way without him.
We're 6, not 5.
No other way without him. Okay, holy shit. Alright,
it's
so
a lot.
The reason we wrote it all down, though, is because you got to get context behind the Batman saying that Superman made the boxes scared of calling out.
Yes.
So, here's the thing. Superman hasn't been on this planet for that long, only since the 60s. So why did they stay asleep all the time before? And then why did they not? And then it's like, oh, well, it woke up, but Superman was asleep. Or Superman was around, so it went right back to sleep after saving Silas, Silas's son, Victor, because Silas knew that it was related to the... It's just like, oh my fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It just
but
it
another
boils
thing is
into this fucking blah.
How stupid is it that they're like, it's the mother box that brings Superman back from the dead?
Yeah.
Because from what I understand about Superman and how he came back from Doomsdays, it was just the power of the sun.
Yeah.
And then, like, Kryptonians, like, their heart will slow down to, like,
and I don't know,
it's almost
for
dead,
sure.
But they're not really dead.
Yeah, well, this is pulling from memory. I'm not really sure. But from what I understood was that he had some sort of technology at the Fortress of Solitude that pulled him and, like, either put him in the orbit around the sun or in a device that harnessed the power of it. I'm not sure. Either way, yes. It was like hyper-condensed sunlight for many, many years that brought him back. And it was... He lost his memory because it's basically like his brain was inactive for that long.
Right.
And it took time for him to get it back. I think. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, that's like a cartoon that we watched a long time ago.
I don't know for sure. Well, I don't even know how much of that is real. Because how many times do they do this shit and just change everything? And I can't keep track. And I stopped giving a shit years ago.
That's the mother box.
So that's that.
The mother box will do it, Spider-Man.
Will bring him back to life, Spider-Man. Pick up your Aquaman's trident, Spider-Man. We can rule this ocean with the dolphins, Spider-Man. Oh, okay. Anyway, but that's what's ridiculous to us, is that we're meant to believe that the mother boxes only will call out
when
Superman can beat them because they're only going to call out now that he's dead.
But he's like been here since like the 60s,
maybe the 50s. Maybe the 50s.
So like, but they came here during the first age. Thousands of years old. They've been sleeping.
They just slept because this fucking thing.
Because they're weak without their masters, but then they wake up without Superman to call their masters, so they never needed their masters to begin with. What the hell is going on with this movie?
It does whatever it wants to do whenever it wants to do it. It gives no shit about logic, common sense, or the audience's intelligence. It doesn't give a fuck about any of
When we needed to do this thing, it will do it.
Batman's like, we're 6, not 5. It's just weird.
It's like forced Justice League.
Yeah, like
you were never 6. You've never been united, you fuckwad.
You're just now united. And you're just now at the end of part 4. You movie. You just can't fucking help yourself, can you?